The void stretches endlessly, with stars blinking like shattered diamonds scattered across the vastness of space. The war has raged for centuries between the luminous warriors of the Celestini Order and the shadowed entities of the Abyssal Dominion, each side locked in an eternal struggle, seeking to claim the balance of the universe. Through the silent expanse, colossal battle cruisers drift, their hulls scarred from countless encounters. Their weapons glow with energy, radiant beams of light surging forth, clashing with waves of dark pulsations. The soldiers aboard, clad in gleaming armor, pulse with the raw essence of the cosmos. Their very souls intertwined with the force of the light itself, wielding weapons that blaze with celestial fire. At the heart of this conflict, a lone figure rises from the wreckage of a fallen battleship. His form pulsates with raw energy, his eyes radiating a brilliance unmatched. He is Orion, the chosen of the Celestini Order, a warrior imbued with the last remnants of the primordial light, the last beacon of hope against the ever-consuming darkness. Orion moves across the wreckage effortlessly, his boots pressing into the shattered remains of his vessel. Above him, the great conflict rages, streaks of light cutting through the abyss, while waves of darkness seek to consume all that stand against them. He lifts his blade, the hilt pulsing as if alive, forged from the dying core of a star itself. The sword hums, vibrating with untamed energy, responding to its master's call. From the void, an enormous vessel approaches, the flagship of the Abyssal Dominion, its surface a writhing mass of shadow and malice. A figure stands upon its prow, its form ever shifting, its presence a gaping wound upon the fabric of reality. It is Nyx, the harbinger of the void, the commander of the endless legions of darkness. Orion sets his gaze upon the being, feeling the weight of countless battles, the sacrifices of his brethren, pressing upon his soul, yet he knows hesitation is a luxury he cannot afford. With a single motion, he propels himself forward, light surging from his body as he cuts through the emptiness of space. His blade arcs forward, a beam of light slicing through the waves of darkness that attempt to halt his advance. Nyx watches with unreadable intent, its form shifting as tendrils of darkness lash out, seeking to engulf the warrior. The air between them crackles with opposing forces, celestial fire meeting abyssal shadow. In an explosion of power that sends shockwaves rippling through the battlefield, the clash of their forces illuminates the abyss, revealing the countless vessels engaged in their own struggles as war erupts around them. With each strike, Orion's blade carves through the void, severing the tendrils of darkness that seek to bind him. The force of his will radiates outward, emboldening his allies. As beams of light begin to drive back the consuming night, the Celestini Order's forces rally around his presence, their spirits reignited as they push against the unrelenting tide of shadow. Nyx lets out a silent cry, a ripple of energy that bends the very fabric of reality. Shadows converge, twisting into an obsidian spear that launches toward Orion faster than thought itself. In an instant he moves, his body a blur of incandescent energy as he deflects the projectile, sending it spiraling into the abyss. The force of the impact shakes the battlefield, sending debris cascading in all directions. The battle rages on, neither force relenting, the balance of light and dark teetering upon a fragile edge. Orion's heart pounds as he channels the last vestiges of his strength. His vision blurs the edges of reality, folding under the immense energy unleashed between them, yet he stands unwavering, his blade glowing brighter than ever before. Nyx coils, its form contorting as it prepares to unleash the final strike. Darkness condenses, collapsing inward, creating a singularity of shadow. A void that seeks to consume all light falters around it. The celestial warriors, struggling against the pull, their forms flickering like dying embers. Orion grits his teeth, pushing forward, his very being burning with incandescent fury. With a final cry, he raises his blade, the core of his soul igniting as the brilliance of the stars themselves surge forth. Light erupts a cataclysmic pulse, expanding outward in a wave of purity. The darkness recoils, the abyss screaming as it is torn asunder. Nyx writhes its form, unraveling against the overwhelming radiance as the light of creation itself shatters the endless night. The battlefield stills, silence stretching through the void as the remnants of shadow dissipate. Orion hovers his body, surrounded by the remnants of energy, his vision blurring as exhaustion grips him, yet he knows the battle is won. The abyssal dominion cast back into the void from which it came. The Celestini Order's forces stand victorious, the light prevailing once more. As he drifts among the wreckage, he feels a warmth deep within, a quiet hum of the universe itself resonating in harmony. He knows the cycle will continue, the battle of light and darkness, an eternal dance across the cosmos. But for now, in this fleeting moment, the light endures.